I'm drinking my tea right now. All right. I need to talk about this. This is getting on my nerves. About the y'all attacking and Paris Jackson and her grandmother are going through a lot. I'm not trying to be messy, but I think that it's probably got to do because I saw videos of Paris like she almost fell off the cliff. She's wilding out. And you gotta understand this woman been through a lot ever since her dad was killed. I believe he was killed. People been questioning her racial background. Like we never heard a term passing for white, and none of us so-called American Negroes or pure Negroes, including Michael Jackson, were not pure. All right, so anyway, let's get to the subject. So she going through a lot right now. Her grandmother just had a stroke, so pray for Miss Jackson, pray for Paris. They going through a lot, but this is sad, and I do look at DJ Flag like a culture vulture because why would you make this interview prior to time when the grandmother, well, Michael's mother, which is Paris' grandmother, is going had a stroke? You're not covering that, and she's going through a lot. People has questioned her. Say, I think she's bisexual now. She's destructive right now. You know, this woman went through a lot. She was sexually abused at the, by a stranger. She went through it. You know what I'm saying? I was committing suicide. She kept giving signs that her dad was killed. I believe that too. I believe that that doctor killed Michael Jackson. I believe because there was no in hell if I was a doctor and my patient asked for some drugs that's not for sleeping but for surgery and is lethal and dangerous and you give me that's greed. I'm not gonna lose my practice or lose my livelihood or my freedom because it goes to jail killing somebody in medical practice because of Michael Jackson's money. There's other celebrities. If Michael Jackson, he had if I was the doctor, I said you had to be on recharge like a crackhead. I'm not going to act a fool like a crackhead. I'm not giving you this doses and this medication. I'm glad the white woman from Australia asked that why would you give that, and he was silent. Yeah, because you was set up to kill Michael Jackson. I don't care. Dude, you lost your business practice here in Houston, in the Acres home, in the hood. Yes, he has practice in the hood, Acres home with, what's that dog skin woman name from, Where It Takes Hell? She's from Acres home. What is that sister name? Y'all know the one that was going with Gary Hines. God dog it. Um, I get back to it right now. I just woke up and I'm drinking this tea. Yeah, the big one. Remember the big woman she played in Jump the Broom thing and what's the what I'm saying? She played in a lot of movies. Okay. Um, Loretta, not Loretta McKee, Loretta something. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, she from Acres Home, Houston. Okay, so the Lord Jamal gonna talk bad, said I don't see no ounce of black in her. Okay, but you a five. Well, that's one thing that I know is not for you. I'm looking at. He's from a sect that came out of the Nation Islam. That somebody named Allah the God created who left the Nation Islam prior to Michael X leading the Nation Islam later on. They made their own sector. They 5%ers. They believe they're the gods. There's only one God. Okay, okay, on this earth, and it's not here. Okay, it's not the white man. It's not. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Okay, let's get that straight. And yeah, Jesus was black, but he died on the cross, and his spirit here, but his body in heaven. So and okay, and so I don't know why I call y'all yourself the gods. Okay, but many people in Brand Nubian, which is he's from Brand Nubian will believe in this religion. So they have a lot of Afrocentric, they have a lot of black nationalists that Marcus Garvey type and is in Islam rooted at the same their interpretation of Islam. Okay? Alright. So y'all not looking at that. The reason why I call DJ Flag a culture vulture now, cause now you're bashing Michael Jackson who opened that door to be on MTV. Yeah, there was some. I heard there was some African, but it wasn't too much on them to the point where they make BET back in the day when I was coming as a little boy. Okay, and I'm gonna be 40 soon. So, point is, and his complexion changed. He had, and actually there is sources say he had vitiligo. There was no lie. Actually, Joe Jackson's dad, I saw pictures of that, had vitiligo. His shirt was off. Joe Jackson's dad also was lighter skinned, and so is Joe Jackson. Michael Jackson was a medium light brown complected. He was not dark chocolate like no Wesley Snipes. And the mama is the same complexion. She's camera just like me. You know, and so Michael Jackson, you know what I'm saying? So you wouldn't think that maybe they white DNA, because I read that Catherine's great grandparents were mulattoes. And you can tell she has Native American in her. Joe Jackson, you know, he looks more a little more European. He don't look European, but he had a little more European look with African look. You know what I mean? But say that his great grandfather was Choctaw, which makes this black, white, Native American. Also, Paris and them have a cousin. I think Joe Jackson's brother. She light skin, green eyes, can pass for Michael Jackson's daughter, but with more black look. She has more tan. So it's not stupid that if you already have white DNA in you and you give it a white person, first off, you never know what the mixed baby gonna look like. It can come out looking like a black person from Africa all the way to someone like a white. Okay, it depends on God and the genes. We don't decide what the baby gonna look like. I get tired of people always deciding. Like I said, I'm not mixed. I'm black. But if you get Akon up in this room or someone, I met Africans that really almost the color of my thing, you right there say, yeah, you do have mixed heritage. Okay? Because y'all uneducated about the one drop rule and what considered black in America supposed to true meaning of black. People, our African ancestors were like Akon, the people looking, okay, and Electric, the model. That's why the Europeans called the Portuguese, Spanish called the Negros, okay, because Negros in Spanish mean black. As you see, I have a do-rag on my head. Do I match the color of that or close to it? No, I don't. Just like this white beat I got on does not match my color. So, no. So, and I have less chest hair. No chest, no chest hair at all. And less hairy bodies. My legs got a little hair, but that Native American, the Asiatic Native American DNA, okay, because Native American, okay, and I have white in me too. So that technically I'm an African American, French, Spanish, Creole, English, Irish, American. That's what I research. I have white cousins. Even here in Houston, on my grandmother's side, who's a white woman who married a my mulatto passing great grandparents, four grandparents, who had my third grandfather, who's part of me. People when I get mad, I mean, he's part of me too, just like the dark chocolate person in my family tree. In essence, they part of me as well. So I'm getting tired. So if I reject his, no different. Sarah Jane rejected her mama in Imitation Life. Okay, it's no different. We are mixed. We're not pure black. Michael Jackson's people are not pure black. Actually, nobody in that 8, 9, 10, because Joe Jackson had Giovanna, whatever her name is, his other daughter from his fairs, okay, look like pure black people. They don't look like they got different shades. One be dark and up, but they don't look like no Akon and no Lapita Yogo type people. Okay, so it shouldn't shock you if he gets with a white woman. Okay, and it goes way back in his genealogy. He has white DNA and have children that look like white people. You had slaves, Lord Jamar, Mr. Educated. The term passing for white is where it comes from. Massa mixed with a child. Not all mulattoes came out looking the same, but the ones who did, who can pass for white, and they were scared. That's why they said they bashed the black man sleep with the white woman, because if the white woman have a child by her being free, it's condition of the mother, they are free. One of the sites when they did DNA tests in her heritage and everything, her sixth or ninth grandma was a white woman, okay, who had several lashes on her, beaten because she was a district server and she was forbidden to sleep with a slave. The documents show I don't know how many lashes she had. Well, by the condition of the mother, they were free. Okay, her children were free Negroes, even though mulattoes. They were they were not on a plantation because the district service, even though they was mistreated by whites, people who were plantation owners and those who were elite and wealthy, they had the same rights before the Bacon Rebellion. Because I'm related to Nathaniel Bacon on my program. I said, who white? She's a bug, okay? Her, that's the last name. She descended, which is my ninth grandmother, I gotta go back to answer.com, Sarah Bacon Bug, and Samuel Bacon. Sam Bug, excuse me. Catherine Bacon is my 10th great grandfather who's white. He's related to Nathaniel Bacon in Virginia. Actually, they came out of England to Virginia, okay? See, I did my research. Okay, so you can't debate with somebody who has nobody mixed ancestry, who's descendant of it. And Lord Jamar is about the same complexion as mine. He ain't all look like no damn Akon, so the cuss up here. Do he look black as his style? Like, after if you say you black, I ain't talking about ignorant, redneck, white, racist ideology. Because I get tired of people will try to argue with somebody mixed heritage and you refer to what the white man that you hate. Because my question, if you hate somebody, why would you take their narrative and use it to define you, which is stupid. Okay, so anyway, let's get to the subject. So in that situation, okay, they related Nathaniel Bacon, and the Bacon Bears about race and class. When the white conservatives who were married, if you read the book, Color Complex, Skin Color Positive among African Americans, it would talk about that. Not all mass mixing came from rape. Okay? Anyway, so they can marry Barack Obama's so-called white mama, who was a sister, okay? The first black slave married a white woman, and they were free. Then those people passed as white and married other white people, which makes sense when they say that many Southern whites, even folks in the Klan, 9-10 got some black DNA, which is true because you always hear the story, because I'm mixed with Creole as well. Those who mulatto, especially those of Creek who looked white, especially during Jim Crow and after, went up north and passed as white and lied and said, my family from this and that, especially if they had the dark black hair, dark brown hair. Oh, I'm part Italian. No one ain't got no Italian in them. They do. It ain't all Italian. It's that black and they Native American DNA in them. And married a white person. They lied, told the white family, and they was hoping the baby that come out black. If the baby come out looking more African or maybe come out black mysteriously, they will send that child for adoption or non-propagated kid or whatever, okay? So a lot of folks are very ignorant to this scenario. You hear many people who are adopted who thought they were white until they went and got their birth records and they came out of an interracial heritage. So I get tired of people so stupid. And larger Jamar does not look like no damn Akon. So to cuss here. I don't look like Akon. That's what's the meaning of black. That's why you have some Africans who look like that, who come here, do not like us, besides us not being culturally African, because black culture in America is not all that African. It's very Eurocentric, Anglocentric. Okay? I'm speaking English right now. Okay? They don't like the fact that we also are not pure black. I heard people say that. It's a YouTuber moving free from Africa. Said there's no black people because our DNA are mixed. We're mixed race people, and we need to accept who we are as mixed race people. Shout out to even though I don't like his race, I just call it white folks and pink people, whatever. But moving free from Africa is correct. We're not pure black people, and we need to stop letting racist people. If we don't like racism, why are we allowed them to define who we are based on their interpretation of who we are? I don't understand it. So, y'all can't call yourself proud people. The person that hates you define who you are, and you go along with it like a fool. So, going back to Paris Jackson, it's not a shock like Quincy Jones, who not that far complexion from Michael Jackson before the VLAD, okay? That your white DNA from your master or dungeon server or maybe a abolitionist marry a white person, okay? I mean, black person. That happened to the Quakers, went to Cass County, Michigan, Dawson, Michigan. Yes, I read Rainbow Delight by Karen Gay. That's a book about Karen Gay. Catherine Gay, what her name is. She write about biracial and multiracial stuff back when I was a teenager. In Cass County, in Michigan, and this, I heard it's racist down there with them folks. If they are racist, you can check their doggone background. Okay, the white Quakers took the slaves, runaway slaves, they freed them, and they intermarried down there. Not all mixing did come from rape sometimes, because the slave master, the more slaves they had, the more wealthy they were. Remember, you're making money off of forcing people to have free labor. They not getting paid, but how much your crop is and how much the sugar and the cotton is picked up, and it's a business up north because the banks and corporations was booming with that money up north. Okay, they wasn't too hard no different. That's why you have racism is very solid up north and racism is very vivid here in the south. Okay, I get what I'm saying. That's the reason why. The corporation, the elite, the Rockefellers, Jay-Z, well, also was like they did about Planned Parenthood and eugenics, making money in private press complex, thinking of rap people like a thug image, okay, trying to influence you to become thugs so they can be the next slave in population, okay. Meek Mill, okay? You know what I'm saying? I had to go there. Okay, Kodak Black, okay, Excision, okay, and they do Latinos because y'all can hide the black DNA in Mexico, down in Puerto Rico, whatever. You can hide your Afro-Mexican, Puerto Rican, Afro-Dominican, whatever, ancestor, they gonna find out, and that's why they trying to make that wall and make you build it too, as a prisoner. Yeah, be Coco, African Americans not pure black, we not pure black. Coco black and brown Latino building that doggone wall in chains as y'all thug and chuddy. Y'all better watch out what y'all doing up in the Prop 13th Amendment. That's why they target, that's why they making Chicano rap, and not all Chicano rap is all about thugging and anything, don't give a cholo, but they're so putting them people out there, okay, who doing that, and doing the reggaeton, y'all better stop doing that thugging, that cholo thugging and everything, and panillero and stuff that means gangster in Spanish, okay? You know what I'm saying? Better stop all that thug and gangster stuff. They're using that image and me vida loca and trying to be a gang member in a cartel and following, what's his name? Pablo Escobar and what's cocaine widow, black widow, what's her name? Mama Blanco and all them. You better stop following that and thug and ghetto and hood. They put that image on your head that if you African American or Latino to follow this pattern so they can put you in jail, and y'all follow for a trip like a rap in a trap. It says that bees in a trap, raps in a trap. But anyway, get to the subject. And that's why all these companies are putting it, investing in private prison complex at the stock market on Wall Street to build more prisons. That's why they ain't building more schools, they building prisons. That's the reason why. They closed down the color in Latino schools. Okay, look what happened to Leno Me. That's why Joe Clark had to say that school. Anyway, give the subject. So they were building up north. So of course they were raping because they they falsely interpreted the Bible and had Charles Cocock Jones to falsely interpret scripture to twist the scripture to slaves to be submissive to their master, to not disobey and loudly even distort the Exodus 20 something about beating a slave, okay, and their property. They destroyed the Bible. Also, too, it was a business because they made money off free labor and they saw the African people as property, so they violated, raped, they cut their heads off, cut their foot off, cut their neck off, beat them viciously so they can keep them in submission, and then make babies out of it. They have children having sex with each other. They had sex forms. Sometimes y'all talking about gay marriage in America. Excuse me. I mean, of course, the man and woman supposed to be married. No offense to anybody that doesn't believe or not, but we had that mess with the buck breaking, the slave sex form, slave masters were raping black men. That's why I heard the sagging pants besides the prison was coming from that mess, okay? And having sex with both the boys and the girls, okay? And that's what they went to Sunday school. And then they had it's weird. It's funny. It's funny about the America saying it's a Christian country. It is funny because it ain't Christian about that. What's weird is that lynchings took part on Sunday afternoon coming out of Sunday school, and some Baptist Methodist some white Anglo Protestant church in the South. You're talking about people secularized school into the Bible school. Yeah, that's because we got hypocrites teaching the Bible. That's the reason I took all that and pray out of school. I pray on my own. I don't even know hypocrite tell me to pray. Oh, okay, let's get the subject. So anyway, so what they did was if they couldn't go buy a slave and they didn't have enough money to go purchase a slave, they would go in the barn and rape a black woman or seduce a black woman if she's okay going along with it, or a mixed woman, whatever, and make more babies. That's why we come in different complexions. That's why I don't look black as a thing on my head, okay? So, and they didn't want, and remember they said condition before it was a one drop rule. They said condition of the must. Why they want white men, white women, and black men mixing? Because that white woman, her condition being free, the children will be free. The black woman or the mixed race black woman, she will be a slave to the master. They are a slave to him. Do you get my point? And that's the whole reason why they talk about black. And then they used to do break the white woman. Let me explain why. When I read the book Color Complex, Skin Composites, when I was in the 90s, okay? It's been a long time I read the book. They said if the white didn't serve it before the Bacon, I guess it was before the Bacon Rebellion. I didn't read about it. I probably skipped the page, but it's part of my heritage because I didn't know like the theory when I did my fan research 2016. They said that the white woman would get raped by black men by the white man. If the white Indian was not obedient to the white master, he would send his black slaves to go rape her. That's what this idea come from. Y'all don't need to be reading this stuff. Okay, so reason why I bring this historical, so y'all talking about Michael Jackson DNA, you need to know your history before you start talking all that shit. So I'm cuss here. Okay, so then they will, so if they mix by consensual or by rape, the child by having black DNA was a slave. That's why they had on the first 1790 census white woman, white man, and slave. You see what I'm saying? So by you having black DNA, you was a slave. You was a product of them. You was a property according to them in the false interpretation of the Bible, and you was them to make money for them. You worked the field, you worked the house, whatever your position was. They had dog folks in the house, they had light folks. That's why I got man Mariah Carey. Oh, y'all some ignorant people. They had high yellow folks picking cotton too. Yeah, they had plantations that kept the dog ones in life, but not all plantation owners had the same doggone room. It was similar, cause there's a difference. So, regardless, you're still a slave. Like I said, I don't want to be the house or the field. I'll be the real runaway slave and the free man of color, not the house or the field. Hell to no. I'm my own slave and slave master, and the only one who can stop that is God Almighty, not no human being on earth, with color, shade, hair, texture, race, whatever, black man, Hispanic man, white man, whatever, white woman, black woman, Hispanic woman, whatever, dark, light, kink hair, mix, whatever. If you're a human being, you're not, I'm not on to you. Thank you, I own to myself, and if God does not like it, let him take it out, not you. Let's get to the subject. So anyway, now on my own mom and dad. Now let's get to the subject. So truth of the matter is, you were a slave to them, and they were breeding you so you can make more slaves. The idea of passing for white was if you were so light skinned and look like a white person that if you left the plantation, you will be mistaken as a white person. Okay, enjoy the white privilege and freedom compared to the people with African descent. And there were slaves who were mulatto, mixed race, or triracial. They had Native American enemy as well. They would go out the plantation, pass, and enjoy the life of being a white person. Never mention they had black DNA, and that did go on. Okay, that's why they had the laws about one drop rule, and saying it was just people because even those who couldn't pass, by me having white heritage, I could be considered, all of us, Lord Jamar, would consider white, and we had the same freedom and privilege as white people, which scared the hell out of them. They don't want to see that happen. You can have someone like Wesley Snipes who got white DNA, and they be free as a white man, and that's the phobia they don't want. That's the nightmare they don't want to have. So that's why they had this one drop rule. Okay. And they didn't want us to have any freedom. They want us to stay put and do as we want them to jump when they say holla, okay? And you don't know your history, so you had movies like Pinky and Imitation of Life and what's the other one, High Yellow, and I saw that on YouTube, and many other movies that talk about tragic mulatto people pass for white or whatever. So this whole idea of having mixed kids who look white is not new. We have family members, ancestors who looked white. I have, okay, my third grandfather from the white woman looked like a white man. He didn't look like my great grandfather, who's 99 this year. He's a little bit light, kind of red. He would tell you, my great grandfather. He said my grandfather is his dad's father, like a white man. And I don't, you know what I'm saying? So he died at 54, born 1876. So that's nothing new. I went to church with people who are Creole, who looked white, have friends, and get along with them. And I see the jealousy what people have because let me see why. People don't want to admit that she's part black. Once again, this Afrocentric shit. And then two, by her looking like a white person, she gonna get privilege as a white person. But with black DNA, it's limited. Don't get wrong. You get a real white woman who has no black DNA in her. Of course, she's granted the privilege, the white woman privilege. But her will get a little bit past the paper bag, light brown paper, I say, and still have racism when she admit it. Because she not ashamed to admit it. Okay? She not out here acting like Sarah J. I hate black people and I don't want to do it. She not acting like J. Edward Hoover, who had black ancestry, okay? And he was a racist. He one got Martin King killed him. Okay, I believe both him and Nation Islam got them killed because Nation Islam was provided by H.L. Hunt. Okay, he in Texas, a Klansman who got Kenny because we really like Kenny not only because he was Catholic. Michelle Obama before her, Jacqueline passed for white. She had black ancestry. Go look that up. She was the first child lady to have black ancestry. She told the New York geologist I read that it was her Jewish background as a cover up because she didn't know, but she was fighting for race relations undercover. You know what I'm saying? Marriage is Irishman. So you know it's a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant country. They afraid that their interpretation will be challenged than it was in the law. Kennedy believed in just like I am. I'm a Catholic convert. I'm an ex-Protestant. A religion is a private matter, not a public. I do believe in separation of church and state, and they actually made that law. Thomas Jefferson made that law, made that ideology of so because the church, the Catholic Church, would not go in the public school. That's why they had in the public schools you had the Protestant interpretation of the Bible in church. I mean, in their in their schools, why we say no to it because not everybody believes the same. And even Protestants, they don't believe the same interpretation of the Bible. That's why they debunk each other, fight each other over it. Okay, so that's the whole reason why. So then he had JF Kennedy killed because he was an integration. Because in our faith we do believe in integration. Yeah, you had racist people. Nobody's perfect. The 13 of Matthew will tell you there are weeks and weeks. Okay, faithful people go to church and sinners in the church. Even Judas was one. Even was the bad. I mean, those men with Jesus was not perfect. Peter, who was the first pope, called Isaiah 22, 22, the Father hid his key in the house of David. Okay, those keys are keys of heavens, Matthew 16. Okay, and that's because it was that Father Hibbs in that Isaiah 20, first verse 22. Okay, about the key house of David. Papa means father in Greek and Latin. Peter went to Rome, the first church of the 513. Okay, thank you. That's why he brought the church from Jerusalem. Jesus made it. All right, on Matthew 16, brought. I think I gave my point. All right. He denied him. So therefore, that I mean that we're sinners. The church is a hospital of sinners. You don't always have bad people, bad ministers, bad priests. I mean, it's not good. It's wrong. But every faith, and even they try to put that in proselytes to be present, the pastor was good. No, the pastor ain't good. Y'all humans, but they put that in y'all head. That's why y'all shocked. I'm not shocked because I read history. I don't look at people as above the law. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Including the Pope. Okay, he can fall just like I do. Actually, go to confession every doggone week. Okay, you know what I'm saying? He does and spend 4 hours in prayer. Okay, thank you. Okay, he does too. Okay, point is, so my point is that you have people down south twisting scripture and everything because they believe their own interpretation of the Bible, which St. Peter talks about. That's not a prophecy in the first chapter of his second letter. Okay, but my point is that y'all thinking that Paris, I forgot what I was going to say then, Paris is not Michael Jackson. Of course that's Michael Jackson's child. And like I say, not everybody that was, you had the first blacks, like I think Dr. Charles Drew, he like a white man. Walter White, like a white man, okay? He used his passing techniques to find out who was getting lynched. Okay, that's why I have issues with people who come out looking white. They can you have the color is paper, light paper, and hair test, racist colors, people who like that, but you also have those who were freedom fighters who didn't, who didn't pass, who didn't want to pass, who want to help the community. You know what I'm saying? And use a white look to go see who was lynching, lie, pretending, oh yeah, do you have those jokingly making racial jokes with the white folks, and then go back and tell us, well, they say this about you, this, because I can't get no Wesley Snipes looking folks to tell me all the secrets, but someone look like a white person can tell me every doggone thing. Well, okay, so that person said about this. You see what I'm saying? They gonna kill me. They trying to discriminate against me. What? Okay, thank you. So I got no problem. So going back to Paris Jackson, if she like a white woman, that's what she came out to be. Mixed children don't always come out looking the same. And we not pure black. Dude, I don't care what a redneck white man think. The redneck white man is not my God. I don't want to engage in friendship with a redneck white supremacists who think that I am pure black or know that I am mixed, but try to use my black DNA as a social status to be the lower class, classism, racism, bacon rebel. Okay, come on now, okay? That's why we had all these police shootings. Because at the Baker Rebellion, the white elite, the slave masters who had the money in Virginia, figured a way to separate the white indigenous servants, making the what you call it, the slave patrol, the overseers, and slave catchers, so they can stop them from trying. Because when they burned that Virginia Capitol down back in Rebellion, they got scared. When you put black and white folks and mix who were slaves, they'll go burn the Virginia Capitol down. You better read about Bacon. That's my cousin, Nathaniel Bacon. Okay, now when I talk about race and class all the time, it's genetic, okay? So it's affecting my life, okay? So that's why I'm a freedom person. I like freedom. I hate oppression. Anybody give me oppression, I don't love them. It's hard for me to love. I know I'm a sinner. I'll let you know. I hate the person who gives me oppression, including those with my own family. Okay, thank you. Now, it's not a good thing, I know, but let me go handle that. So, the point is, the truth of the matter is that I don't like the fact that this dude come out and say that Paris Jackson's not that child. White folks, the reason why today they're saying that, because if you know your history, like I said before, you had people who are mixed, who looked white, who went up north and passed, married other white people, and make sure their children came out looking like white people. They also kept it a dark secret. And they also got that generational wealth that happened in slavery, along with the privilege. So, therefore, if you see this woman who got black DNA come out looking like a white person, it questioned their narrative about their own geology. Because they're afraid if they do admit it. Look what happened to that cop in Michigan that found out that he had 18% about his DNA test, and he was so happy. Guess what? They started doing fist pumps, talking about Black Lives Matter, and putting a black Santa Claus and 18% making fun of him. His white privilege card got we call it debunked. No, what's called got rejected. Yes, he lost his white privilege. You watch the movie. What got me to know my multiracial background was the movie Queen with Halle Berry. When they light her face up, put that wig on her to like a white woman, when she, say look more able, like a pass for white. And remember when she told that white man, when he almost raped her with her boyfriend at the 4th of July and everything. I remember watching the movie, and Lorraine McKee, who played my ex-mother, who's also part white, who played in Brewster Plays and John Fever, okay, and Honey, she played Jessica Alba's her mother, okay, and also she played Laura London's mama in ATL when she was the one of the women passing white with Halle Berry, and remember she said that me and, her, and he gonna get married, and she said, you hush, girl, you better stop. You may have a pig. The child may come out of black to that DNA. That's why she had all them married. She was a thought and sleeping on white men. I bet she had an abortion where they used to stick to, before it was legal. You know what I'm saying? So the babies don't come out because she's afraid that she have a child with a white man might not come out looking all that white. Now, when Halle Berry was trying to marry the white man, talking about in the movie Queen, Alex Hayes from Roots, Queen, his paternal grandmother. Remember, her mother was part Native American, Cherokee, part black. Jasmine God played her, and the white man was saying they was in love. They were in rape. There was love. And Margaret, the white woman, the mistress, the slave mistress, which is her stepmother, didn't like her, kept whooping her. Oh, I wanted when Halle Berry hit. Chase her when Halle Berry was hitting by that and I wanted Halle Berry to knock her ass. I know they couldn't do that back in the day, but I wanted Aunt Halle Berry to whoop her ass right there in front of in the kitchen. Shoes, put the hot grits on her bitch. I'm sorry, because up here, but I wanted her when she slapped Queen. Or I wanted Queen to hit her back. I don't care if her stepmother was wrong. You know, I don't believe no hit no child, hit nobody. I don't believe in that mess. You hit me, I want to get you back. Okay, I don't believe in that. Anyway, so we have reaction to to the action. Okay, so and marketing. Okay, so remember in the movie Queen, so it has historical reference. When the white man was trying to do her, you know, seduce her, he wanted to get something that night, and he thought there was a white woman he was having sex with, and she said, my man was a slave woman, and my dad was a plantation, or pappy was a plantation, and he beat her and raped her, and she went back to Loretta McKee. And remember, the white folks threw bricks at the house and said, "Get out of here, you nigger," this and that. And she said, "Get the hell out of here. That's wrong with your mouth. That's wrong with your mouth. Why you tell everything? Get the hell out." I don't forget that in the movie. And that's when Queen went to a black neighborhood, the people, and they saw her a white bitch. And when she came in the church and said, "I'm a Negro, I'm a Negro." So I watched this movie many times. "I'm a Negro, I'm a Negro." Okay. You know, singing gospel music in the church. Okay. That's my point. If Paris Jackson, many of these white people or so-called white people who are offended about that Paris Jackson looks like this, they might have to do a lot of research on their own, because the idea of going up north was for freedom, but the ones could look like a white person in the South, I go with Southern accent, they would reap the benefits of white supremacy. They kept it a secret. Okay, they didn't want. They'll make a story like, for example, if they're French Creole, they'll say my family from France, born in the United States, they're Cajun. Here's story all the time. They go up north. The other family was where they hire dark, black, brown, whatever, who couldn't pass. Okay, would not heard this person for months, years, or whatever. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's what happened. Then next thing you find out, y'all related. Okay? Stephen Frederick was on Meg Ryan. Is it Meg Ryan from Fox News? Not Meg Ryan. What's her name? Megan, whatever. You know, the one that took the one that's on they have her own talk show on NBC. She was at Fox News. Okay, Stephanie Fresh used to work here, the light skinned woman. She's doing the Tupac and Biggie story with her, Ice-T and Soda O'Brien, all the rest of them. Okay, well, she's live here in Texas. She's living in Houston. Stephanie Frederick. Stephanie Frederick used to, if you watch Willie D, not Willie D, what's the Yellow Boys, Bushwick Bills, when he got shot in the eye, the light skinned woman from Fox 26 News. Now she went to Los Angeles. See, I keep up with the stuff. She lives in Los Angeles. She the one followed the death row situation. Okay, and she was on there. What's her name? Megan from Fox News show. Remember the woman who like a white woman? Her mama passed, and she said she was a white woman. And said she could see, say she grew up black. You are black and white, baby. But I digress to tell you who you are. Okay, that's her cousin. Okay, so get you know, y'all are very ignorant. You have people who have I know dark skin, dark chocolate people with white grandparents. Yes. A sister of mine, she dark skinned. Um, she from New Orleans. She dark. Her other family from Haiti and Jamaica, because it has a lot of connection with Creole roots in Louisiana. Y'all know the Caribbean connection, okay? I could be Haitian and Jamaican, okay? All right. So anyway, so even Rita DeVoe, I think she know about voodoo, okay? Back in the day, read about Rita DeVoe. Her husband was Dominican, yeah, from the Dominican Republic, okay? And she was a first voodoo queen in New Orleans, okay? Well, anyway, down there, and my homegirl from New Orleans, she told me, she said, when she came out of Katrina, before she came to Katrina, wherever she came to Houston, she said, my grandfather is a white man. And she said she used to ask him before he died, I think her great grandfather, she said, how the hell I came out dark and you look like, you know what I'm saying? That happens, okay? This is not no shock. But when you have a Afrocentrist, okay, like Lord Jamar, who want to be blacking it out, you going on with the white racist there to fit your damn argument. The idea of black supremacy and black nationalism, I do not like. It's giving lies out to further white supremacy, because you're saying whatever the white men say, go. You see what I'm saying? Marcus Garvey, I'm not a fan of. I am a fan of W.E. Du Bois. Did not like Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey had issues because he was dark skinned himself, in my opinion. He had issue with himself. He came from a family in Jamaica, and his background was not fully black. It was part Irish. Okay? And in Jamaica, the lighter skin, extreme light skin, mulatto looking, high yellow people have the money and privilege, and they can declare themselves as white. Okay, the dark ones at the bottom. That's why you have the skin bleaching epidemic going on in Jamaica. And it's weird when people talk about black this and black that. You have Jamaicans making fun of us. Not all Jamaicans making fun of African American. We so close to the white person, and we don't say we're African, but they have one African. But nothing wrong with skin. People do it for different reasons. We have those who do it for self-hate. People do it also self-expression. Do whatever. It's all their business. Case on their own body. But my point is, it's weird. Y'all will always call us a self-hater due to Marcus Garvey coming over here and seeing that what was different in compared to the United States and there. And y'all will be more Afrocentric and reggae and this and that and dreadlocks and probably be African. But then you have people bleaching skin. Y'all say that's self-hate, but then why are you criticizing the United States? Okay, so when he came in, he had the mindset that the mulatto, extreme light skinned ones, hate their blackness and they white and this and that. Okay, and he was a dark skinned man. His movement, which we have a lot of Afro Latinos down there in the Central America, have their mentality because he went there, and then he came to the United States. So when he came to the United States, he was shot. They had Jim Crow. He shot that everybody had one job. Black DNA was considered black, even they look like white people. Okay, and what he did, with his agenda, like I tell people, he went to the underclass, the ghettos, and that's how people who were less educated, who did not have mind on their own, who were not shoe shining and thought that this is probably slave descendants who felt an inferior complex. Like, if you understand, you had slaves who did not want to lead their master. They had that Stockholm syndrome, codependency on their master after they were free. Okay, and I live in Texas. So we have we call it we have Juneteenth because 3 years after slavery was ended. Okay, and it's the only state that was started from Mexico, a multiracial Afro-Mestizo country. Okay, and yet Africa, the third rule is Mexican. Afro-Mexican is the third rule of Mexico. Okay, the second president of Mexico was part black, Spanish, native. He visited to ban slavery. That's why we had the Alamo here and became the slave country, a republic, and then came to Texas, became part of the Confederacy for slave and money, and that exactly. Okay, so remember after slavery ended and emancipation was ended, they 3 years later they still practice slavery. They had to come down to Texas. Excuse me, slavery no longer here. Okay, so they probably celebrate Juneteenth. Okay, before 4th of July. Now, anyway, but you had slaves who didn't want to leave the plantation. So I bet it took them a while to come out of the plantation. They got kicked out of the plantation, whatever. And this is my imagination. This is my hypothesis. Went up north, educated guys went up north, and they're poor because they had those skills. Okay, people have those skills. Sometimes they're poor. Okay, so they can deny job opportunity, but it's double whammy when you don't have skills and you're not deny job opportunity. They had tipping. You have to tip those who are white, tip less. Okay, thank you. Okay, they said tipping is a racist practice. Okay, at the restaurants. So, and I know for the truth, I know a woman who can pass for white, who had dark hair, and sometimes people think she's Hispanic, but she's Creole black, part black Creole, French Creole. She's like a white woman. And I'll bring it up as well. But I don't want to change subject. We was talking about. We was at Walmart. It was 2012. Yeah, 2013. That's when I was living in my apartment. And we're talking about, and she was saying her son's baby mama family when I said because she said he's black. I said, oh, you have a mixed race child. She's no, I'm black. I said, oh, are you Creole? How do you get? I said, I'm mixed with Creole too. And she said that because her son's mother is Mexican. They said the baby because the baby came out looking the stereotype of a Mexican, dark hair and a non-kinky hair that's dark, olive skin tone. And I bet they're gonna denounce the fact that even I don't know what her son looks like, but once they found, I guess they found out because I guess her baby daddy talking about the woman's baby daddy. His dad looks more African or do look black. Then that's they can turn he's part black. But they kept that child. They would not let him see. Yeah, the Mexican family for real. Okay, weird. Okay, so when she told me, she said when she used to do tipping at restaurants, she made money. She also was a lesbian. She made money because wherever she worked at, no one knew what color she was. I thought she was Hispanic. I thought she was white. You know what I'm saying? And even I know she was a sister, so she made more tips and more money. So when I read that last year on Facebook that the Argent tipping on Labor Day was racist, I say yeah, it's very true. They'll tip the lighter one, darker, white. Exactly, based on colorism, based on racism. That's very true. You know what I'm saying? And even on YouTube, we don't get subscribed. I'm not light enough to get to it. I'm eating dark chocolate, and that's how I'm doing some fuckery, sort of cuss here, some jigaboo in, and some Kodak black moment, and whatever, the real nigga type mess. Oh, yeah, you can get tipped for that because you're just grading yourself. But I speak educational, and I'm not dark chocolate like Kodak black, but I'm not higher like Drake. Okay. So yeah, but y'all giving white YouTubers money, okay, and they are going to Japan laughing at folks committing suicide and they didn't see the word nigga. You lost your money. That's good. Anyway, point is, so I see why, okay, treat white folks for 10 times better and say you hate them. I see a lot of that contradiction. Anyway, get to subject. So what I was saying is that the Audrey a tipping, and that's why she like a white woman. And I mean, change subject and change about what to clarify that for those anybody because it relates to Paris Jackson. But that's true. The tipping. So if you don't have no skills and you trying to work at a restaurant serve, you get less tips. Lighter skinned person get higher tips than a lot of. That's why even with this whole Paris Jackson thing, a person it can be high yellow. Gonna say they person ain't black. You know what I'm saying? Because they're afraid that white society gonna give them favoritism. Okay, let's be real. Why you think Wendy Williams, who's camera skin like me, she talked bad about Viola Davis, who dark skin with her natural hair, but at you know what I'm saying, and you know when Williams about my complexion, okay, but then when Paris Jackson come in, you denounce that she's part black. Cause you scared that you're essentially stereotype that colorism is gonna show more favoritism. You could trash talk Beyonce Davis who darker than you, but you're gonna bash the lighters, you know what I'm saying? Cause she can pass for white. She can get off of Sophia Richie from Milan Richie's no offense, like I went to go see you, but that's your mistress you married. Remember yeah, y'all, that's the mistress. Let me explain something. Brenda, who adopted Nicole Richie, who's part black, Mexican, and Creole. Okay, remember Sheila E's mama is Creole, her dad is Mexican American. Okay, that's is her brother, Peter Michael Escovedo's daughter. Okay, who was a producer range, but he like a straight up, stereotypical Mexican, but he's a brother. Okay, Mexicans do have black, but you know what I'm talking about. Okay, let's get to that. Okay, besides Spanish native, I'm sorry, y'all. It's the truth. I'm sorry. Okay, but it's the truth. The truth is fact. Okay, but George Lopez did it have 4% African. Okay, anyway, so what happened is when he I guess he was a teenage dad, so I heard rumors that so Lionel Richie was friends with Santana and also were friends with Peter Mascovedo. Actually, Peter Mascovedo loved and Santana loved them sisters, okay? Because they both married as sisters, okay? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the Mexican American Latino men was loving them sisters because Sheila E's mom was a sister. She Creole, black, and also Deborah Santana. That's he married to a sister getting higher with big afro like Ann Davis now, the second wife. Carla Santana married to a sister too. So anyway, his son's part black as well. Okay, anyway, part white on his mama's side too. Okay, so Salvador Santana? I got Sal Santana? Okay, anyway, point is. So let's get to the subject. So, point is, so Lionel Rich was married to Brenda, the sister. I think she about my a little lighter. Okay, she had long hair, weave. Now she was, you know what I'm saying. So anyway, I don't know if her own hair. I don't know. Anyway, that was the coach's adopted mama. When she caught him, because she did it where it takes hell moment. When she caught him with the white woman he married, now that's the mistress, the side piece. Okay, sorry, Miss Richie, number 2. You was side piece. No offense. When she called him, I support you. That money went to you beside Mariah Carey, dude. When you came here last year, don't you get your old school self mad at me, bro? Okay, sir. I'm sorry, sir, but that's the truth. You was out there thotting, okay, while you was married. When you, yeah, I know y'all laughing. When she caught them two in the bed, because it was on 96 Bob Walters interview on ABC. I've been proud to forget this. She acted like Angela Bassett and Wade Tex Hey. And after fool, he just left, okay? Sorry, Lionel Richie. Okay, so the reason I brought that up, so the two kids, I think the third child, if I'm not mistaken, are from her, the white woman. Because his son was on there. He has a curly hair, bushy curly hair, very exotic looking. His sister is Sophia. She had bleached blonde hair. That's Lionel Richie's daughter. Okay, it was dating Justin Bieber. Okay, after Selena Gomez, and I was saying you best I do R. Kelly because she's 17, she ain't 18 yet, trying to do a Tiger Kelly thing. Justin Bieber. Okay, talking about you molested. That's sad too. I'm not making fun of you about being molested, but don't know 17. Oh wait, did you turn 18? Okay, don't be the white R. Kelly up in here. Okay. Anyway, let's get to the subject. So all right. So anyway, let's get to the subject. Okay. So that's my point. Y'all don't understand that you had people who look like white people in in our community. They had businesses too based on colorism and money. And it was also too they opened doors for those who couldn't pass. That's why I had a problem. And that's why we had colorism based on dating. The idea if you were a dark skinned woman, a light skinned man, your child would have benefits. Same vice versa, dark skinned man or white. That's why Nicki Minaj is with you know, Nicki Minaj is a light brown skinned woman. She part East Indian, part black from Trinidad. And y'all talk about her, Beyonce, Mariah Carey, Rihanna, lighter skin, whatever. And Whitney Houston, who's camera like me, because she went dark chocolate back in the day, because that was, I don't know for real, I'm from the 80s. Jan Jackson, who bought in Whitney Houston, Vandy, those were women, and even Stephanie Mills, who's like a milk chocolate complexion. Of course, Patty Bell, who's dark skinned, with Patty Bell been in business for years. It was, what I'm saying, since the 70s. That's, Diana Ross, who's my complexion got lighter, okay? You know what I'm saying? She was the head supreme. Of course, if you was lighter than dark chocolate, not always pale, okay? You was presented as beautiful. I'm calling like it is. And y'all get offended. Y'all didn't grow up in the 80s and before. Women who was dark skinned and men had it harder. Okay, it wasn't. They had people, individuals that had probably good, but for real, if you were dark chocolate, as in dark chocolate, dark brown, it was hard. That's why you had Akon would tell you that. Akon, when he said he came to the United States, he had it hard being with African American people. His best friend was Hispanic, Puerto Rican. Okay, because the African American people, this is the time of everybody saying they're black and proud, will make jokes about booty scratcher and YouTube black and black, black, black. Okay? Y'all don't understand that. So when I hear someone shocked about someone looking like a white person, well, the reason why we have that in our community because you will have it back in slavery. Okay? And Michael Jackson was not no pure black man. He was considered black, but he was not. And if you got Akon and him together before the surgery and before the VLAD, he still looked mixed compared to Akon. So I don't understand when he was a little boy. That's a camel skin brother with an afro, not no dog chocolate Western Night Akon. Y'all get on my nerve with that mess. So I'm sorry. That's his child. And it happens in our community. Y'all would deny your white looking family members. And I see it all when I was growing up. And tell them to not tell nobody when you're around folks who say I'm hood and I'm black. And it's sad they think that being hood ghetto is black, which is the black inferiority complex, instead of seeing black in business, black on higher up in hierarchy, not on the lower hierarchy. When they refer themselves as niggas, right there I say, oh, you don't love your black, you degrading, exploiting, and getting props from massa, your white friends, so you can get there because they see us as something less than a person than them. Okay, that's the whole reason why. Why you think that you have hip hop music cooning, calling folks niggas, killing niggas? That sounds like a Klansman talking. You put the average gangster rap song. Don't get wrong. I'm for we call it defend yourself and fight against another person. But why are you making songs use the word nigga, kill a nigga, kill that nigga, fuck that nigga. If a white Klansman was saying it, you would say it matched his narrative. So when the brother said it's no different. You just use your black DNA as a scapegoat of it. We know you ain't proud of who you are and you call yourself a nigga. You don't see no Jew call himself a kike. You don't see no Mexican who love himself or Hispanic, other Hispanic origins, Puerto Rican, South or whatever, Dominican, call himself speaking a wetback. You don't see no other group. Why is the African man is out here calling himself a nigga? Because he feel that in order to love himself, called to his oppressor, he has to explore himself. He has to degrade himself. If he see himself as one thing, the oppressor, the white oppressor that I want to see is himself have a higher self-esteem and see himself as equal as him. That's why with the one drop rule, a white person hear me say who's racist, hear me say I'm African American, French, Spanish, Creole, Irish, American. You mixing white DNA in your mixture. I don't want him to same pot with me. I'm scared of competition. I don't want him to go. Why you think we have white men who is privileged in this country scared of affirmative action? It is not about hiring somebody have black heritage or Hispanic or Asian or Arabic or anybody of color named American. It's scared that men of color is going to say they have the hierarchy as the white men and that they work harder like any other field regardless of color. They can suppress the white man, especially the white man was given privilege to have those opportunities and not work for those opportunities. That's the whole reason why. Why do you think these white men don't like Michael Jackson? I'm called like it is. They scared by Michael Jackson when his skin turned lighter and became pale, okay? You emulating them and you competing against them. They don't like competition, okay? Because do you think we get offended by white men tanning? No. But they scared, yeah, because they scared of competition. You emulating their competition, okay? Because if you say Michael Jackson, if he was bleaching his skin and was like hate himself, then the white man that goes to the beach to get this complexion is hating himself too. The white man or white woman get big lips. Kim Zodiac, okay, time out. Someone hating on your housewives land, but your lips are big as mine. You would say that when they go get dreads and braids, okay, and wear fades. They came and let's try to be a skinhead. They came out of hip hop culture wearing a fade. White men wearing a fade, okay. Talk, you know what I'm saying? So anytime, so you can't sit here and say the same argument. That's a double standard, regardless you like it or not. Because at the end of the day, people should do whatever they want to do. If a person want to darken their skin, bleach their skin, kink their hair, curl their hair, straight, that's their body. We live in the United States, supposed to be the land of the free. The brother that's upset 9-10, the ones who upset and what's his name was naturally lighter than Michael Jackson talking about Cat Williams. Okay, dude didn't do all the search because 9-10 you obsessed with the fact that a man that they got more money, a brother got more money than you, who skin got lighter than yours. Okay, it scares you. It goes against your narrative. And then two, you don't like the fact that the brother has more money. All these brothers bashing Michael Jackson, it's not just the complexion thing, it's also the fact he had more money, which I see why they probably was in cahoots of killing Michael Jackson. He had made more money than some of these white dudes put together in Hollywood. He made more money than the brothers put together who still struggling in the hood by choice. Not struggling in the hood trying to get out, but still cooning with their friends, selling dope, acting a fool, acting a mom, being a do nothing thug on purpose for white supremacy, exploring themselves and call themselves niggas. They mad at Michael Jackson because he didn't have to do all that. And then too, they not intending to call themselves niggas. They think they exploit themselves, show pride when it doesn't. Okay, really. Okay, come on now. That's the great yourself. Okay, they probably wish they had some white dishes screen and bleaching and then be in Michael Jackson's corner. I call it like it is. Cause why they obsessed with the man and the way he look. I can care less. Michael Jackson turned green, purple, red, orange. That's his body. At the same time, worry about your damn body. Do you have your body of your own? And then two, like for example, you said, you know what I'm saying, you gotta love yourself. Yeah, don't worry about others loving you. Love yourself. So do you love yourself to worry about your own business? Y'all mad Sammy Sosa. Half y'all probably wish y'all could be in Sammy Sosa's shoes. Because y'all, because I don't see nobody, those attacking Michael Jackson, how the hell you call yourself a nigga? Like I said before, you don't see no Jew. You don't see no DJ Flag who's a white Jew call himself a kite. You don't see no Mexican over here call himself Puerto Rican, whatever, call himself speaking way back. You don't see no Jew, no Asian person call himself a chink. So why are you over here calling yourself a nigga? That shows a lot of self-hate on it. You will degrade yourself to honor your pride because you get in a race society, you get praised. You be in the jigaboo, in the pickety, in the Istanbul, in the reflection. That's all. That's why Seth had the more money. And dark as he is, had more money than higher paid actors and actor because he played them stupid, stereotypical messages. That's why you got hip hop folks cooning, thugging, looking like Sambos and pickaninnies and showing that bad image to our community and preserving a private prison complex, which makes a lot of sense and making money. And I said the same thing about Meek Mill and Jeremy Minks. Why y'all getting these dudes out of prison? What about these people who been falsely accused and had police put crack on them and they in jail and y'all not sending billionaires and mayors and governors to get them out of jail? I don't know. I'm a critique Meek Mill. That's why I kept my mouth shut. I don't think he should get out of jail. He should not have extreme sentence, but he should be put in jail for things he did wrong, just like anybody else. Okay? If I do the things that Meek Mill, and I'm lighter than Meek Mill, I should be in jail just like Jeremy should be in jail. Jeremy should be mauling. You know how many brothers been trying, y'all talking about Eurocin? Here we go. Y'all hypocritical. You criticize Michael Jackson if he did bleach his skin, but you showed y'all, me, y'all, especially y'all sisters, was signing a petition to get high yellow, green eye, Jeremy's out of prison. It's weird. Hey, y'all talk about colorism. Y'all hypocrites of it. Y'all, and then you won't see when and what it is, you think being black is being proud of being in the downfall and not come out of it. That's what I see. When I see someone talk about being black, they looking, be proud of being degraded by white society. Be proud of being in poverty. Be proud of being under underclass and not come out. If you do, you're a sellout. That's what I see your interpretation of being black is. And that's his law, Jamar. You critique too damn much. I critique, but I have something to back it up with some sense. You worry about the next brother doing. You worry that they gay about. A straight person should not worry about what a dude doing in their bed. As long as he ain't raping nobody, male, female, child, adult, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because it's about a person. Okay? And so, that's my point. Y'all mad at Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson is gone. Okay? He not here. And you still angry about what? Okay, if he changed his nose. Do you still got your nose? Do you still got melanin in your skin? Okay, worry about that. Don't worry about my, I can care less if Michael Jackson turned blue. It's my job code student government shirt. Blue as this shirt. Do I give a damn? No. Learn how to be an individual and worry about you. You're born alone. You will die alone. Okay? And Michael Jackson's kids are his. Stop having this hatred because you don't look your essentially past for white. That's 9, 10 years. You won't reap the benefits of white men, and, you know what I'm saying, in racism. Because my question is, since America is racist, like I say, we need to get out of the United States. We need to make money. Talking about collective come together. When we get the money, get the hell up out of here. Because I would not want to live in y'all not. If we ain't come together to fight for our rights, including individual rights, then we don't need to be in this country. I'm sorry. Trump president, I don't want to be here. Okay? You know, as Tarika Shield talking about the Michelle Williams and the white dude that she dating, okay? He looked mixed, but anyway, I'll talk about that later on. He said you can save your family. I'm talking about saving Coon. You cannot save people who don't want to change. If I want a plantation and my family does not want to come out, I'm not wasting my time. Y'all like being beat, mistreated, that's on you. I don't live that way. And these my kids can look back and say his dad was a warrior and fought the good fight, or kept save us, ran out a country that we can enjoy freedom, that we can be proud of. Okay? But staying in slave mode and shouting at your pride, as I see a lot of folks doing, and when I look at a bunch of fiddlers, a bunch of ancient mamas say they're proud being in place, made me happy because she's happy being in her place and getting praised by white folks. That's y'all proud of being black. Stay and be put and keep a smile on your face. That's exactly what I see. not come up. You're not telling the people come up, get out the ghetto. You're not trying to transform the ghetto to like good house and they do it with gentrification. Because when we know gentrification is the folks start causing trash in the ghetto, start throwing trash and come together with legit money and make business and make the community look furnished. Okay, no, y'all want to sit here and keep the ghetto looking like a ghetto, and then talk bad about who don't like being black and who do. When actually the people that cause all the trash in the ghetto do not like being black. They don't like that black DNA. They don't want to cause the hood rats and the coons are the most self-hating people in there. They don't want us to have nothing. They cause more trash and then the Ku Klux Klan. And actually you have white race people say, good, let them kill each other. That's why the cops don't come to the hood. Which makes a lot of sense, come to the hood when they want to come to it and come hours before the crime scene has already happened. It's it's genocide. So at the same time, if you're proud of your blackness and you show the great of it, not be derogating it, okay, and call yourself a nigga, then I see your story as well. But going along with the negative stereotype being black in this country and then bashing Michael Jackson, I'm sorry, dude. I see through your bullshit. And mind about, and you talking about when Jesus Fat one and calls you light skin. Cause yes, you might be not light like Kaepernick, but light than dark chocolate, the real black person that came on the ship. That's me. We're not talking about high yellow or 100%. We're talking about anything light and dark brown. Cause they came up with the word light skinned Negro because all that mix they were doing on the plantation, it came out different colors. It looked like a pure black person. Okay? You ain't like no Akon to Pete Yoko. Y'all trying to be Afrocentric and be black and down and then use brown skin and not turn of a dog. No, excuse me, they're different shades of brown, okay? Dark brown was a pure black. If it's lighter dark brown, you see someone's light skin, it meant they had a mixture in their skin tone that looked different than the African person that came on the ship. That's what it means. It always means red, high, yellow. If y'all interpret that, y'all trying to be more black and down. Like, I don't see that bullshit. And I'm not with that black and down bullshit because it's a stupid trend. Y'all trying to control, dominate, act all weird and savage if someone don't come in and don't live your damn way. Okay? I call it like it is. But at the same time, Paris Jackson is that child. Is Michael Jackson's child. I don't care. We're not pure black people. You have folks who say don't mix. Your child might come out looking white. Don't swirl. Yeah, because you already have white DNA in your ass. And you're afraid that that child might come out have more privilege than you who cannot pass. That's the whole reason why. I call it like it is. And the white folks attacking, especially from America, they not pure white. They scared that some mulatto that look white did a J. L. Hoover pass as white and mix in their community and did the most killing cause black men show that it wasn't part black like J. Edgar Hoover. That's the whole reason why. And yes, DJ Flag is a European immigrant, okay? But he's trying to get money from the white people here who probably ain't all that white, who don't want their secret to be known if it's in their family tree. That's the whole reason why they don't want Michael Jackson's kids to be known as his. It goes against the class and race. Person one black blood DNA has the same economic power as the white person.